Now, hi, my YouTube statistics show me that 58% of my viewers have not subscribed yet. So if you're one of them, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. If our content is something that you love, please make sure to subscribe. And now, coming to this episode, do people really need second chances? There's an interesting discussion that is affecting several people in workplace and home and friends. So if it is a video you are interested in, make sure to watch till the end. It's an interesting discussion and a very lively one that will catapult your thinking and enlighten you in how to deal with cheaters and liars. So, do people deserve second chances? Let's dive into this episode. So, today we have a new topic. We want to talk about second chances. With the current world, there are many people who have differences. No one is perfect, and we tend to think people need second chances. So, we want to really know, do people really deserve second chances? So, first thing, Isaiah, have you ever been given a second chance? And what was the worst thing that you did and were given a second chance?
Thank you, God. I'm a product of many chances. I have given myself many chances. At some point, I was almost angry with myself. I was about to quit giving myself chances because I did not see any fruits. People have given me many chances. Mostly my mother. I can't say my family because, most people watch you just to, so they watch you when you're just making mistakes, knowing that it's not their business. That's how the world is. Actually, that's saying that the world is. Even you get my friend and my brother, who have been together for long. You have given me numerous chances. I remember you giving me a gig, and you actually paid me before I had even done the gig, out of goodwill. But even completing the task, I went and bought some liquor, even had not bought food. Man, this life is actually a mystery. And actually, I did not complete the work, God, because I was already very drunk and I could comprehend anything. I thank God because today here we are, product of many chances, not only second chances.
All right. What about you, Amos? Have you ever been given a second chance? And what is that one thing you did very bad that you received a second chance?
Thank you for the question. And I want to clarify that as human beings, we fall short of God's glory and nobody's perfect. Yeah, to answer your question, I've been given multiple second chances, and those second chances have contributed greatly to whom I am right now. So back then, when I was still young, there was this girl we were madly in love with, and as Satan, it was Satan. Satan came into me and misguided me, and this girl caught me red-handed with another girl. But thanks to the Almighty God, she saw good in me and still believed in me, which made her give me a second chance to prove myself. And yeah, I really did prove myself. I was her dream boyfriend, the boy she had been praying for. So yeah,
So, are you talking about
this is another woman before I got saved. Before I got saved.
You're mad.
Yeah. Before Satan released me, it really chained me down and really pinned me down. But now I'm a changed person. Yeah.
You believe so?
What are you saying?
You know what is fascinating me? You say that you thank God that actually I thought that's your wife now.
I also
No,
thought
no,
so,
no.
because now if you thank God, it means you are with the guy.
Yeah,
Hey, it means
yeah.
that you're
I was with her for a short period, until God decided otherwise. Yeah.
She died.
No, she didn't die. It was just God's plan for me to meet her. Actually, God used her to teach me a lesson. So my current wife
Okay.
should be proud of her because it was her who turned me into a God-fearing man that I am right now. Back then,
So okay.
back then I used to think that second chances were like my birthright. I could wrong you today, tomorrow,
Okay.
and still demand for a second chance. But as time went by, I learned my lesson. Yeah, and I knew that wronging people it was very awful and it was not right. So I had to change my ways. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I remember what you just told me, Isaiah, about the situation when I gave you a gig and paid you before. That was the time when you were an alcoholic, and I was trying to give you something to keep you busy, so
See,
that
professional drunkard.
I would just say you are an alcoholic by then.
God, God,
So
God. Before you
Professional
continue,
drunkard.
when
I just want to
yeah,
ask, where did you get the courage to pay this man first before he could deliver the job?
Hey, I was surprised that
At
no,
least,
I was just testing the
oh,
waters by dipping one of
and
your leg.
you found out that it was really deep. It was
So
really deep.
I met with a crocodile because the guy showed me dust,
That's in the water.
disappeared with the money, and then yeah, he told me the job is too difficult.
And he had already.
Of course, the money was not with him by then. So
I
anyway,
uh,
that was just one of the occasions, but I don't think that's the biggest mistake you did, because to me it wasn't that of a big deal, because I was just transferring a gig to you. My client might have been disappointed, but I covered up for you. But now, what is that biggest thing, Isaiah, that you have ever done? Amos said he cheated on his girlfriend, that is grievous. So for you, Isaiah, what is that one standout thing that you did? And then did you receive a second chance?
one thing I can remember, I actually fumbled. For me, I cannot say it's about love. For now, maybe I was giving people chances, was not given chances. What I really fumbled at some point is I really messed with my life when I was growing up. When you're still a teenager, you think that the world revolves just around you. I was drinking, not going to class. I thought I was depressed. I thought people would not understand me, but I had to give myself a chance. There's a time I actually started to think more about my to I could actually be talking with you and just tell you and actually tell you, let me just go for a meeting with myself. I'll come back. There's something I've realized, you know.
Yeah.
I could actually go to self meetings with myself, but mostly I would go to meetings and then after some point I just go out and say, there's nothing I can do. But at this one point in time, I sat in my meeting, I started reflecting and then I assessed everything critically without being biased. And then I told myself, actually, Isa, you are missing yourself. Nobody's going to save you. Even your mother, she has many kids. You're only you. When you die, you die. She'll cry, but what can she do? She has other kids she has to cater for. There's no point my mother has ever quarreled with me or told me to change, but I saw that I messed her. I just decided that I want to change my environment and change whatever is going on with my life. And that's when now, actually, bit by bit, people are laughing actually. There are actually some people still laughing about my situation. You can find a guy saying, hey, this has been in school since I don't know when. We are waiting for that guy to finish school. In Africa, we say finish. They're waiting for the guy to graduate. Actually, sometimes they say like that. You can think they're assisting you with anything. But I thank God for everything. I gave myself a chance, and I'm here right now, seated. I thank God, and I thank God I have you guys here. And Ogadi,
So you have talked about giving yourself a second chance. I think the point is it's not about other people giving you a second chance. It's about giving yourself a second chance. That's what matters most. People can say they forgive you, but living with them can be hell. They will remind you about your issues over and over again. And I can say I've been given multiple chances by people, but whenever I feel the environment is not right for me, I always leave that place and then try to give myself that chance to prove people wrong and prove myself wrong as well. There was a time I told you my story about gambling. One person who stood out for me was my wife. She was so supportive during that time, although sometimes she felt like she's fed up. But she really took the hit and gave me those multiple chances to reform. But I think the standout thing is when I decided myself that it's enough because I was hurting myself, destroying my future, my finances. I even told you I dropped out of the university because of gambling. So I have to give myself the chance to now rebuild my life. And I thank God so far, so good. It's been like since the start of 2024 up to now, my recovery journey has been an absolute beautiful story because the kind of discipline that I have today is, I think, unmatchable. So, back to you, Amos. Do you think, first of all, for yourself, do you think you deserved a second chance? And then from that, let's talk about infidelity. Do you think you deserved a second chance? And then, do you think someone who practices infidelity out there needs a second chance?
Yeah, as Isaiah said earlier, is a product of second chance. So do I. And I believe in second chance, irrespective of the mistake. So if we take the issue of infidelity, to me, it was just like a stage which I believe the most men here pass through. I was in this stage where I couldn't let Nyash pass me. Any good Nyash I see, I must try my good luck. So the thing that, like, yes, I loved this girl, but I loved Nyash more.
the body is willing, but the
Yeah,
flesh is weak.
actually, the heart and my soul was, they all belong to her. But now my eyes, loved Nyash so much. So in most cases,
So that's appreciating
but
art.
now to me, I wasn't just appreciating. I wanted to own the art, you see. So that thing
Yeah.
really
So that is
messed
the
me.
problem.
And yes, I loved her. But now my action was saying, I believe if you love someone or if someone loves another person, they are willing, to let go of the earthly things. But now in my case, I wasn't ready to let Nyash go. But yes, I can say that I deserved the second chance because deep down I loved her. If I was given choices to choose between her and those other girls, I would have chosen her anytime, any day. And the other thing is that, yes, although I hated her many times, she had this hope, this light that one day things will be okay. And I wanted to make her proud, so I decided to change my ways. So I can say that during that time, I deserved that second chance because I loved her. And to anybody who is maybe currently cheating on their spouses, cheating on their girlfriend, cheating on their boyfriend, cheating on their wives or husband, I think they deserve a second chance because it is through that second chance that we learn to be great again, to be better than what we were. the previous day. Yeah, so I believe everybody deserve a second chance.
Did you beg for this chance? Did you ask for it?
Yes, I know she might be watching. I even faked tears. I begged for that chance, my friend. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy because when she caught me, first you deny. Even though it was red-handed, she had all the evidence and all the proof. I blame Satan, and I said that I had confused that I thought this other girl was her. So I denied and denied, and now she was like, "If you are denying, then let's break up." Then so she was serious, and I had to beg her. Actually, I really begged, I really cried. It took me around 2 weeks for her to forgive me. Okay, to some extent, I knew she loved me, so there was no way she could just end things like that. But I begged for it. I really begged for that second chance, and I'm glad she gave it to me. I proved my enemies wrong because in the end, I turned out to be the perfect boyfriend for her, although it didn't last long.
Which enemies?
Isaiah.
You are the enemy.
Isaiah and Satan. Isaiah and Satan.
Okay.
Satan is out.
Satan is a
innocent.
liar.
Yeah. So I will not get much into the story about your tears because maybe they were just crocodile.
They were
Anyway,
crocodile
but
tears. Yeah, if she's watching, I'm very sorry.
so Isaiah, have you ever cried and begged for a second chance after committing infidelity?
For me, in fact, for me, I've never done such things. I was self-control of the highest order, even though I was a drunkard.
Isaiah, you think not
I'm
crying
you
is
have something to learn
self-control?
from me. I have never committed such. To me, it's a felony. For me, I say it has always been my principle. Actually, when I always dated to marry, I didn't just date any jack and Jen. I was dating to marry, not for entertainment purpose. I would go into details about whoever I wanted, but after some point, after being disappointed with some, I cannot call her a brat, but actually, after being disappointed, there's a relationship I invested my emotions. I was deeply in love, like Barcelona did. No, yeah, now it was Romeo and Juliet. Now as that guy. Even my mother knew I was in love. For parents to know you are in love, you must be in love. I was in love. Actually, I'm sorry, but I was going to call her that stupid hoe, but sorry. Let me withdraw it before even using it. That girl, may God forgive her where she is. She almost killed me. She was begging me. Actually, you had asked me if I had begged for a girl. I've never begged after doing infidelity because I've never actually committed such
cheated.
things. Amos, no, I don't do such. We don't do that here, man. I cannot do such things. Even me, if I don't love a girl, she'll just know. I don't. I'm hard to. I hardly pretend, bro. There is no way I can pretend that I love a girl and go and start cheating outside. I cannot hurt her that way. Just tell her the truth. I tell her, me and you, I think you should just go and find another guy. You actually have to see interest of the other people in the relationship. Maybe for you, you're just joking and the other guy is interested. She has invested emotions. Maybe she wants a husband, and well you are not a husband. Why joke around her? And actually, you have other women. So for me, I set boundaries.
What I have done. Congratulations, you are a noble. If you haven't cheated, you have never cheated on your.
Yeah, for me, I've never cheated because there's a time I saw you when you are, I was fortunate enough to see you with your first love back then when you were finishing after high school. You are this simp. Actually,
I was not a simp.
Even after seeing you suffering,
I was just in love.
No,
There's a difference
stupid.
there's a difference between being in love and being a simp. Back then, I was in love. I was madly in love, and
Allow me to ask you this: which sane man? You just see that your girl she has come from another guy's house. She has actually been perambulating around. Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand.
And you just continue like no, nothing happened. Actually you're a psycho. You should be arrested.
I'm not a psycho, during those time, like I was trusting her. I
That's being stupid.
Yeah, I was stupid
Now,
back
with the
then.
chances you gave her, how did they help you?
But actually, I know those second.
You
No,
are a sin.
Isaiah,
These guys should receive
those
this.
second chances, they acted like eye opener. Like they really contributed to whom I am today, because through those
Yeah.
second chances, I learned a lot about her. I learned a lot about women. I learned a lot about infidelity. And
Okay.
yeah, it really contributed to whom I am today because, of those second chances. So to some extent, second chances can also act as a lesson to the one who is giving them out, not only to the one on the receiving end, because this time,
So, Amos, yeah,
this
yes.
time, she do some mistake, or she come up with an excuse, but now to you, you will be learning her slowly by slowly, and eventually you'll manage to trick her in her own games. So they really helped me. I learned a lot about women, especially women who don't love you.
Yeah, that girl did not love.
Okay.
For me,
Something funny.
actually,
Something
okay.
funny that you are saying you cannot hide your feelings. People will just know that if you don't love them, it's life for women sometimes. So women,
Like
it's not,
Amos
they
was
don't
sure,
hide
but
feelings. Yes, they don't hide their feelings. A woman who doesn't love you will only show up when she wants something from you. You will use other dubious means to get whatever she wants from you. And you will know it. As men, we have been created with that instinct of knowing person who loves you. It's always natural. But for women, it's also the same. They cannot fake it. They only
I
fake it
can't
when they
fake
want
love.
something
Yeah,
from
yeah,
you.
yeah.
They can fake it to those who have resources, maybe more money. But for us
In
normal
the end,
guys, there's no way a girl is going to fake love for you. She'll just fake,
exactly.
but at some point, she'll give up.
Yeah,
Maybe she
that's
wakes up in the night and sees the face of Amos. It's just a nightmare. She'll not sleep again. Actually, she tells herself, what am I doing here?
No,
Hmm?
Have you ever been in a situation where you just realize this person doesn't love you? Either.
For me, I was very brilliant in matters of love. A girl who does not
Hey,
want me. Self-esteem, my guy. Actually, whatever they did to Amos, that's the only thing I learned. At some point, I even thought Amos wanted to kill that girl because I was asking myself, why is Amos still dating this girl after all this? He started respecting this girl. But little did I know, when you are in love, it's matters of the heart are very hard to understand. Is that actually for me? What happened to Amos? I was laughing that time. It actually happened to me worse. It's actually at time I had like a lawyer to my girl. My girl was cheating with someone's husband. Imagine infidelity. The wife of that,
hey,
the wife of that guy
hey,
called me.
hey.
That's the day I drew the borderline. I said, man, nah, I'm not doing this anymore. This
the
is not
wife
a
of
Nigerian move.
the wife of someone who was cheating with your wife
Hey.
called you.
With my girlfriend, the wife called me and actually told me, she came with a proposal. She told me, but your girlfriend is always cheating with my husband. Why don't
Hey,
we
boot and
exchange?
shy.
Then I told her, that's impossible. You are pregnant, you have your husband. I'll just control this girl. She actually talked with me. She was a graduate, a high school teacher. We really talked that much. And actually told her to forgive just that girl. She's so silly. She wanted to kill her.
That's
It
very
was
deep.
really, that's why at some point I stayed for some years without girls. What actually increased my drinking habits? I was not going to school. At least I thought so. So actually thought now I don't want girls. I told myself, let me take alcohol as my girlfriend. because alcohol does not have dramas. When I just appear with my 200 bob, they are giving me chrome. But this girl, I didn't even buy for her a phone. That time I was telling myself I'm a gangster. This girl reduced me to nothing. I bought for her a phone.
Our boy, maybe.
I can even cry, but it's long time ago.
You know the story of Amos, you've already heard about it. How he found his deskmate with his girlfriend. But they are very minute, or let me call them atomic moments. Let me say that atomic moments where you just realize this person is not interested. Like you just know this person is not with me. There are those red flags, those instances that when you are with a woman or a girl, you just know this person is not with me. You see,
it's not red flags, red sea.
You know,
I've gone through some drama, some nonsense drama. There is a woman, even I knew her. I started courting this girl. Then she said she doesn't want her boyfriend because the boyfriend provides too much for her. You see, that is nonsense.
And you thought,
imagine I accepted.
That's a red flag.
Imagine I accepted that reason as valid. How stupid was I? And then I accepted, after accepting it, and thought she had left this guy. Then I signed a contract for drama after drama. That is how I put myself into the shit that they were going through. The girl got to a point where she told me, I even asked her to choose between me and that guy. Imagine I know she's cheating with this guy. Then I'm following up to ask her choose between me and him.
You're not stupid.
Actually,
I was
it's being naive and stupid. It's true.
It's not being stupid. It's just being in love.
No,
Stupidity,
you
that
just
is
know
stupid,
this
being
person is
stupid.
cheating, and then you tell them to choose.
Let me tell you now my other small instances that I once, went through. This girl that cheated on me, the one I've talked about here. While I was dating her, there was this neighbor of mine who was really into me, but I never liked her back. After we broke up, I came to realize that now my girlfriend was dating her brother. Like the girlfriend, now she was dating the brother. So she used to tell me that I'm going to see Nanie, now the girl. But now behind the scene, she goes and meet the brother. Now there was this moment where now.
Okay, what you're saying, let me simplify just to get it clear. You mean you had a girlfriend who had a female friend, and the female friend had a brother. So your girlfriend is the brother.
But now to me, she used to tell me that she's just going to visit the girlfriend. You see? Now, my neighbor who was into me, but I didn't like her back. So she wanted to meet me. I didn't want. So to meet now my girlfriend. But this girlfriend did not love me back. So she went and met the brother to her girlfriend. Now, when I came to realize there were these red flags all over, there was enough evidence that she never loved me back the way I did. But when you are in love, you don't see those things. So that's why I'm saying that even in your circumstances, you are not stupid. You are just in love, because when you're in love, you don't see this thing. Someone outside the relationship
It's being stupid.
That's why I'm saying it's not being stupid, it's just being in love.
I think it's
called stupid and
No,
stupid
it's
in love.
being madly and stupid in love, because there were many things that when I sit back now and reflect,
you have to use mad and stupid.
Yeah, when I sit back now and reflect, there were some things that she used to do to me, and they were really big red flag. But I was in love. I didn't see them. But now that I'm sober, I can see them.
So that comes to a conclusion that all of us have given someone a second chance, right? That is in terms of infidelity. Now, The next question to you, Isaiah, is: did that person change?
Up to now, that person has never changed. I don't follow about their life. She got pregnant for another guy,
Hey.
and sometimes instincts just tell you these things. I had not actually slept with her for almost a year. You can imagine that she's my girlfriend. It reached a point where I didn't want to see her. For me,
Detached.
I detached. I knew how to detach long time. I started now detaching from her so that I cannot actually have a heart. Like I had witnessed to almost have one long time ago. So I never wanted that. Actually, I loved this girl. I thought now this is my world. So the girl I was going to my first funeral, she was still around. So I had to cross. I went for the funeral. Then the girl told me that she's waiting for me. In my mind, something told me, there's no way this girl today wants you this much. Something is not right. When I reached where she told me that I should stay. I actually just passed and told her, oh, I'm sorry. Actually, I forgot. Then after 2 months, she tells me she's pregnant. Hey, and then I told her, oh, I didn't know. How are you pregnant? If I would have slept with her, maybe right now I'd be having a kid that is not mine and they are forcing me that it's mine because now people knew that I have the boyfriend. There's no way that we are going to escape that.
That is happening to many people out there right now.
Yes, that's what I'm telling you now. After 2 months, she's telling me now that it was actually August. Now in October, she's telling me that she's actually pregnant. She tells me that, hey, I'm sorry. I wanted it to be yours. I told her, do you think I care? I don't care. I never wanted a kid. I did help her with clinic bills. And then she was almost giving birth. I just one day told her, I don't think I can do this anymore. Actually, I'm very tired. I did after that. After I knew she was pregnant, I had already left her. I was just doing the Lord's work. She told me that, oh, this guy cannot support me. And then I actually told her, this is what you wanted. It's not actually my responsibility to care about that. But actually, I'll support you for some while if before you can find some solutions to your problems. But I'll not be here for you forever. I have my own life. I assisted her for some months until she was almost giving birth. And then I told her, I quit. I'm no longer helping you. I have my own life.
Boy has really suffered.
What about you, Amos? Did the person you gave a second chance, did they change?
We broke up now. How did she change? I remember sometimes I sit back and laugh at myself. I remember she used to cheat back then. But when I could, get her, like she was, baby, I love you. It's you I want. Those words were really, really confused me.
Do not listen to
Yeah,
people.
she's like, they don't have to be together. They're just jealous of our love. So me, I was like,
That's the same script they were reading for me.
she used to be very beautiful, actually. So she used to be hot. She was the talk of the village. Every man wanted her. So now, every time we could argue, she's like, I'm hot. Everybody wants me. Shindwe, katika jina la Yesu.
Stupid man.
Yeah, I gave her.
It's born against us.
She had those sweet words that she could use. And I could, boy, your gangster boy could just calm down and be a baby boy, and So actually, I gave her more than 100 chances, second chances, but she never changed. Actually,
Never changed.
we end.
Okay.
In the long run, we broke up.
Or maybe Amos, you did not understand.
I don't know. But I just loved her. I was in love. And I wanted her. But now she used to me.
So, as we were given, like me, I was given a second chance from multiple things. There are many mistakes to parents, to friends. Although I don't remember a friend giving me a second chance, though I don't, but parents and then my wife, they have given me a second chance. and actually I did not really deserve it. Let me say so.
I had a girlfriend, you took her, and I actually gave you a second chance.
You took Isaiah's girlfriend.
Which one?
Oh, but and shy.
Which one?
But I don't know. You know that girl.
You are
The one I
scaring
told
me.
you.
Which one?
Not that. That girl was not the girl used.
Which one?
There's this girl, you know her from this all that's she
No,
at
no.
our stage.
Now that is a story that I wanted to say about. Let me tell you that story.
But be
Let me tell you
truthful.
that story. Now let me say the truth
Hey.
about it. I had a girlfriend back then when we were in high school, 2016. Very fresh, very village-ish gun. Fresh from the village. So this is a gun I knew nobody has touched. I knew this is a gun. Now I had gotten a girlfriend fresh from home. Do you get what I mean?
I'm getting
First love. I was the first. Unfortunately, high school, when I did my KCSE in 2015, things went south. St. Anthony's Boys High School results were cancelled. So I had to go back to school. I had this girl as my girlfriend in 2015. I was hoping to have completed my school, so I'll focus on this girl. Like Isaiah, I used to date to marry. So I decided, let me take a chance with this girl.
Let me give it my all.
Yeah. So unfortunately, I went back to school after our results were cancelled. And after finishing in 2016, I came back only to find out Isaiah was also following my girl.
Hey. Where?
I came to the area and find out that there were multiple stories about this girl. This girl was hanging out with very many people. Adolescence was
Isaiah
very,
being one
very
of
strong
them.
on her.
No, it was just a small fish.
Many of my friends who were following that girl, even David, I think you know David Gidonga, was also eyeing that girl.
We went to the same church.
Yeah. So now, fast forward, I had already known this girl is a street vendor. She was some people's girl. So I quit. But fast forward, Isaiah one day was going to see this girl with his friend. He met his friend and his friend told him, I'm going to see my girlfriend. Isaiah also told his friend, I'm also
Isaiah. I
I'm
mean,
in
you
love
have
with
gone
this
through
girl.
this much trouble just in the name of love.
Man,
So
I
that
suffered. At that point, I stopped dating in that village. I said, no, these guys will kill me. Hey,
Let me,
that guy, we were just talking like friends. The guy is telling me that I'm going to see my girlfriend there. She used to live close to that school. Oh, and then I tell her,
mine
I've
too
also
lives
talked to
there.
my girl. She actually, mine too lives around that area. But before we actually reached there, I saw a girl that I know studying at the school. Then I asked this guy, are you still going to see your girl or you have seen her? The guy told me that I've already seen my girl. I just turned from there and counted my losses.
Isaiah. So, you mean you too, you have suffered this great just in the name of love?
But that I had actually analyzed a lot that girl. We were working close by. In that stage, man, there were some rich men there, tough competition. Apart from the small men like our age,
Apart from
actually, I did quit. I just, it's like competing with the Real Madrid.
So, God,
the most funny thing that girl was like a flower. I just groomed the flower for my friend. That girl was beautiful.
So you mean
She was very beautiful.
you never gave her a second chance, God?
No.
Wait,
How
the
can
girl has
you
multiple
give someone
suitors.
that is not yours? How do you give her a second chance?
She's supposed to give you, not you to give. How
Yeah,
do you
she's
give her?
already gone. You know, some things you should be begging her.
Me,
But my ego was too big to beg.
me.
So I left
Guys,
her.
the thing I've done in the name of love. I remember there's this other girl that we dated for 1 year. Then we broke up for something like 6 months. Then get back together. We broke up for around 3 months. You could have just, go back to her and express yourself and said you wanted to renew
No, no, no,
relationship.
no.
Sometimes there are some things you just know you have already lost. There's
Yeah.
no way you're going to explain yourself.
With all,
Yeah, some things just leave them at
with all the troubles that I've gone through in the name of life, I have never give up on love. Me, you want to break me today, tomorrow, I'm looking for another girl. Since adolescence, I don't remember if there is any particular time that I was single. If you leave me today, tomorrow, I'm having another one. It doesn't matter.
That's good.
Rated
That's giving you
loss.
best.
Actually, so
No, this
some
guy is
losses.
just actually, he does not remember. I remember after your decorated divorce, you stayed like for 2 years without having a girlfriend. I was looking
I
at
was
you and
having,
laughing.
by then I was having some, what we call situationship. I was not having anything, like long term or anything real. I was just having some,
Okay.
some small
Okay.
contracts here.
Okay. So the big question, the punchline is, because we were supposed to wind up the video, do you think people deserve a second chance regardless of what they do? If they commit murder, if they do infidelity, do you believe generally people deserve a second chance, Isaiah?
It depends. There's no way you're going to give a person a second chance and there's no proof of change. You
Yeah.
get me, guys? So actually,
Yeah.
there are some who are deserving, but there are some you cannot post this because you'll just get angry. What will be the point?
Yeah. So under what circumstances does someone not deserve it?
For instance, let me use this girlfriend of mine that I was helping for a long time. Even after she cheated with that husband of the teacher, I did not that girl. I did not take it to heart. I actually knew that maybe something. I analyzed the situation. I told myself maybe she lacked money. She wanted money. I gave her another chance after that. Who gives you another chance
Benefit
after
of
creating
doubt.
after in that such infidelity? I gave her benefit of doubt, and it was not the first time. Again, another time she came from cheating. I was around the area. She was from cheating, and that's the time I actually told myself, "And what am I doing? This girl will kill me." Because at that point, I was reflecting and remembering that in our villages, I've seen people kill because of love. I don't know what motivated them, but I think this is one of the scenarios. This is a person you can kill without knowing. Actually, I just left her because I thought that it's turning toxic. She wanted to give her another chance, even after getting pregnant from another person. We are still in a relationship. Do you get this? It's not that it's somebody else's girlfriend that actually is pregnant. She was my girlfriend. Somebody impregnated her, and now she wants me to take care of the baby. Bro, what is that? Now, how can I give that? Even
That's
Jesus
love.
cannot give you a chance. That's dead. Which love? That's taking people for granted.
So in that circumstance, people don't deserve a second chance, right?
I had given us multiple chances, second chance, third chance, fourth, fifth. Even at that point, I was exhausted of chances and I still gave her another chance. But she actually disappointed me.
Okay. So yours is based on if they are willing to change. What about you, Amos? Do you think people deserve a chance regardless of whatever crime they have done?
We are human beings, and the Bible is very clear that we fall short of God's grace. To me, I think mistake is what makes us human, because there is nobody who is perfect. And I believe that second chance are very necessary to our lives. Irrespective of one's mistake, I believe they deserve the second chance.
And so for me, I don't advocate for second chances because people will take you as a fool. People will not change. Let people face the consequences of their own actions. If people are given second chances, they tend not to learn from their mistakes. They keep on doing the same mistakes over and over again. I'm talking this out of experience because there are some people I've worked with whom have been forgiven, have been even given a means of rehabilitation, but they become the worst kind of people. They end up destroying lives. They end up becoming a problem to the society. So, no to second chances. Let people face the consequences of their own actions. That is my opinion. I don't know if any of you has something to comment as we wind up.
Yeah. So as we wind is
Let me
that
comment.
Isaiah go on first.
Thank you. I think my network has issues because I talked almost some seconds ago. But thank you, Amos. Actually, for me, I would actually comment that no, don't place burdens on people. Don't expect a lot from, and you just know what will happen. And you actually see some patterns. If you actually see some patterns and you just know this guy, even if I give him another chance, he's not going to change. He's actually going to get worse. Actually, don't give the guy the chance. Tell him to work on himself. If it's a job opportunity, tell him to first work on himself. First work on yourself, and then he can always find another chance to work. But the guy trusted me that time with that task. I almost blew up the job for him. I didn't know if I'm messing him. I was just there. I'm just reckless, naive. I'm young. When you're young and very stupid. Actually, that's what I have to say.
Okay. That's insightful, Isaiah. What about you,
So
Amos?
for me, I wanted to say that mistakes is part of the journey. Yeah, people should not be afraid of making mistake. And after making mistakes, you should, like, if
Which
given an
mistakes,
opportunity,
Amos? Hey,
if it cheating, stealing, you know, but
no, no, no.
So,
the,
How
so you
can you
should not be
promote now?
afraid of
don't,
doing
don't
this.
don't be afraid.
Hey,
But if the mistake ever happens to you, like, be willing to change, be willing to learn, be willing to find yourself, and ask for a second chance. Because for me, if my parents, if my wife, if my friends did not give me the second chance, maybe I could not be here today. So yeah, I still believe in second chances. Thank you, God.
As for me, I believe that second chances are given by yourself. If you're wrong, anyone, you've also the victim of anything. Even when you do that bad thing, is yourself. You are always the main victim because you have exposed yourself to problems out there. So giving yourself a chance is what matters. You deserve a chance from yourself, not from people. If you have done anything wrong and you feel disgusted about yourself and you have wronged people, you can say sorry to people, but don't expect a second chance from them. Just work on yourself, as Isaiah says. Work on yourself, then come out better. We should be criticizing ourselves. Let's not be quick to judge others. Let's be quick to judge ourselves. If we are bad enough, then why should we judge other people? We should first judge ourselves, then the world will be better if all of us know our own values. So thank you guys. I believe that has been a nice session. We have not been with Kevin, but on the next episode, I hope we shall be with him. I hope you have a nice week ahead.
thank you.